Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So today I'd like to share with you on objective evaluations. And before that, I'd like to ask anybody who is not into the directions of educational platform or objective center as I propose, to not watch this video because this is not for you. Okay, this is only for those who like to walk the path of educational platform or objective platform. So let's begin. I often heard people talk as the following. Oh, I touch hand with you and I touch hand with the other sifu. So the other sifu have the level more advanced than you. Okay? And then there are people who say, well, I look at what you do, you are no different than all the ninja people doing, or internal art people. Okay? And then there are people who talking, because I can chisel better than you, then I know better than what we are talking about. And then there are people who said, how dare you critics the grandmaster of internal art or Tai Chi or Wing Chun. Okay? It is unjust that you critique them. That's your ego. Okay? So this four type of things is a common if you read it in forums or you listen to people talk martial arts. Okay. Now I like to tell you what. I wrote these books, the 6 Healing Sounds and this Basic Wing Chun Art and Science, is to present a objective reference on what exactly people practice in ancient China and today. Okay, the proper way how the expert in this area presented. Okay, so I put together both. And the reason for that is so that we have a reference, an objective reference, because we need to have an objective reference specific in order to be able to deliver result if we are bring into the university or scientific lab. Otherwise, there will be no result or very unpredictable result. It's not solid at all, and it's unrepeatable. It is just somebody's belief or thinking or speculations. Okay, so in here, from the 6-13-3, the 6 core element, 13 state and 3 system key. In the 6 healing sound, you know how the Chinese for thousands of years, how they practice healing art and how the 5 organs is activated. They have their rules and they have a long decades or hundreds of years of track records. So we know we can use that as an objective reference to bring result and to even predict what is proper or following the nature or what could get into trouble. Okay. Now, if people told me, okay, Hendrik, your book here is not as advanced as the Anapanasati, okay, Anapanasati level by such and such master. Okay, And because, okay, just careful. The breathing you present here is missing one phase, because not only in Anapanasati there is inhale, exhale. That is a phase of the breathing which is neither inhale or exhale. And in this phase of breathing, the mind element, the breathing element, and the energy element fuse together. And that is what is the 12th state of the 13th state you're talking about. But you did not talk about that in this book. And thus, this book's level is not as advanced or high than the Anapanasati teaching of the Buddha. Do I agree? I completely agree with you, 100%. The reason this book is called Basic is to be prepared the basic, so people be able to read or make sense of the ancient classic, be it the Anapanasati, be it the internet classic or the Wing Chun classic. That's how it is. Okay? Now, I often talk about that concentrate or focus in Dantian, be it the top, the middle, or the bottom, is problematic. And it causes stagnations, it can cause strokes. I often also talk about when some grandmaster talk about the qi after you grow in the Dantian and then you run it down to your K1, okay, or the bubble spring of your leg as a forced practice. Okay? So, am I critiques the person via my ego? No, absolutely not, because that is not about me as a center or my experience because I touch hand with somebody and so forth. That is because it violated the Chinese medicine classic. And if you look at the track records, the people who practice those stuff, yes, in internal art, dying from stroke. Okay? Even the people who practice with the chakra system, doing those type of Taoism system, doing that of those stuff. Taoism system, which is doing those stuff, you know, focus on Dantian, focus on the top of the Dantian, so forth. Dying from stroke or having stroke. That is having a long track records on it. Okay. Now, those stuff is not about me. It's about once you violate the traditional Chinese medicine's practice or the theory, the yellow and blue classic, you're looking for that. Okay? So disregard of it is me practice of that or any grandmaster practice of that. The fact is, it is problem. It is mispractice. So there's a lot of books you see out there from the grandmaster so and so and so and so talking about this focus on Dantian and then qi flow from the Dantian to K1. Okay. Well, if we do know the 613.3, no, and which is involved the Chinese medicine theory, we can predict the following. Number one, that person who wrote in their book or do the teaching might never practice it, might only heard from somebody's speculations and he put it there or share it out there. Okay. The second is he might only practice it, say 5 minutes, have no attainment at all, and he took that as an advanced stuff. So he put it there and share it there. The third is he might practice it and it already caused imbalance his body, but he don't know about it. Well, so what is the proof of saying that? In 1950, Dr. Zhou Qianfan in China make a research investigations on people who practice Tai Chi, okay, which look really healthy and so forth, and end up find out that their Qi meridian or the Qi channel flow is already offset or imbalance, which were predicted to cause stroke. Okay, there's a record there. Look at that. The fourth is people already have stroke or even die because of this type of practice. They don't know, and nobody's going to tell you that. Okay? So there's this 4 type of issue there. And if we do not follow something objectively, scientifically, there is trouble. And this is not critics on a certain grandmaster by ego. This is laying out the realistic what will happen. Okay? And another one I want to share with you this. If you say, Hendrik, your momentum handling level is not as advanced as Mike Tyson's, I raise both hands to agree with you. Because Mike is a professional boxer, world champion. I'm not trained like him. So even though I never fight him, but by just investigating my video and so forth, the way how I handle my body and the momentum I'm creating or using or handling, I am not as high level as Mike Tyson. Specific. But if you say that Mike Tyson can get into deeper mental samadhi than me, I do not agree with that, because that too can be verified objectively. Okay? So, everything needs to be specific, objective. Okay? And also, it doesn't mean that, oh yeah, because I can run faster than you, so I know everything about running. That is illogic. One can have an expert in running of 60 years old compared with 18 years old, but the 60 years old expert cannot run faster than the 18 years old, which is a strong and athlete. Because human, there's a lot of aging and a lot of factor coming in. And if one wants to study running, to be expert at running, it is not like an 18 years old say, well, I can run better than that expert in running. Okay. Well, he can run faster, but does it mean that it knows everything about running than the expert or the research expert in the university who is 60 years old? No. Okay. So finally, as what I said again and again, I am just a researcher. I present what it is out there. I am not some grandmaster. I am not some best fighter. I am not some advanced grandmaster. And I really don't care. Why? Because that's not my field. My field is to research and share what is out there. Okay? Objectively. My care is the as it said, the 4 million Wing Chuners today and the millions to come in the future. There is millions of people in this world today using the so-called alternative medicines or internal art, trying to heal themselves. Okay? I care to deliver proper information on what happens as a fact to them, so that they can make the best judgment for them and or helped by their healthcare team. It is ridiculous to think about just practice a certain internal art that one can heal one's cancer or one's body misaligned. Okay? This two book is about what happened. What is the facts out there? It's not about magic. So this is about objective evaluations, which I like to share with you all. Of course, I'm not perfect, but I like to start this because I like to bring all this thing into university, a formal one, and hopefully later, years later, it can evolve into something, some major, which is like in the university, like electrical engineering, philosophy and so forth, which can benefit human living. It's not to do with I'm the best, I'm the grandmaster, I so and so. That have not come to my mind. Okay. So if you say that, wow, my level is lower than any other masters and so forth, because you have touch and blah blah blah, I'm okay with all the free opinion. Everybody is free for their own opinion. However, people saying that is actually totally misunderstood me and do not know what I'm talking about or what I'm suggesting or proposing the direction to go.